Okay, hi everybody. I know welcome to my video again, and yes, this is the second video of the same day. Today we are going to go over ICE, the most forgotten school in Wizard 101 history, and why is it so forgotten. Just enjoy the video and just have some popcorn and just let me tell you like a little bit about it. I played Wizard before as well, so still yeah, I still play Wizard to this day, so don't even worry. ICE is a school that is the most tankiest role meeting school in Wizard 101 history. Why is it so forgotten? Um, let's just say later on it's just been more of like you gotta hit, you gotta wait them out quick, and it's just you're on a running fast pace, basically just running like a look. I'm thinking like somebody who talks so fast that you cannot even understand them, like an Eminem, just rapping all the way together. Basically, yeah. Mm, hold on, give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, and then Sir call, so I couldn't like keep recording for a bit. So, anyways, I'm back. Now let's get back to the topic. Why is ice so? Like I said, ice is just mainly just more of a tanky role. But however, it doesn't always mean ice is bad. Pe- it's just a lot of people don't really care about ice these days. It's just eh. Unlike fire, where fire is one of the more popular schools to pick, ice is the most forgotten. Basically, you can say. Technically, you can. Why is it like sometimes has some of the best people and some of the worst? Um, well, it there's not very many people, so it's easy to tell the difference between good ice and the bad ice. Unlike storm and fire, where they're more popular and it's not very easy to tell the difference. Um, why is ice? I mean, what is ice's worst spell? Stuns spells. The stun spells that are not attacks. They're the most useless, unfortunately. Even though there are some more useless ones, but they're more useful than the stuns. Stuns are just not very good. And ice, I would say. Um, the most useful, I would say, if you're going to get things done quickly, is Frost Giant. But if it's like to get her shields, I would say just go with Snow Angel. Even though it's an A pip, a little bit longer, but it will just get rid of shields, just so your teammates have time, basically, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Um, what's is ice always all about tanking? Eventually, can you stay tanky? No, you cannot stay tanky. Early on, you can, but I would say it stop working in caramel. I would say. So it means you gotta eventually change your pace. So you got to learn to adapt to more of attacking stuff, or just unless you're with a group, then it's kind of more understandable in certain ways. What ice schools will help you be more of aggressive ice, and which ones will help you be more passive, and which ones will straight up put you in downhill a little bit. Like I said about fire, for ice, the fire is just not a great pick, even though fire might be useful for ice in some way. But it's just more of like here's some. It's I. You know, I'm a myth. Kids, I'm a myth man. So some of you might disagree with me. So I would say reason why I think fire might be useless to ice is because what role you would have to do just to work with fire. Which is opponents, fire and ice don't like healing a lot, so they both would have to deal with it if it's C-Char, which is not great. What's gonna make the ice more aggressive? Storm. I would say Storm or Myth. They're more aggressive. But for you to work with, I mean Storm, you cannot be in tank spot. You cannot. It's just the way it is, because you would have to risk your resistance a bit just to work with each her spells, basically. Um, Plus goals will help you be more passive if you're in a group. I would say life or balance in this case. reason I didn't say death is because it's just it's hard for ice to actually be passive with death and hard to be aggressive with death as well because death isn't really like suited for like working with a tank role much unless you're a group where it makes more sense. But if you're by yourself, it's not going to work. That's basically just ice in general, I guess. Um, yeah, I'm not really great with this one, but just what I'm gonna do is say is just it's just best to just get if you're going with ice or some other schools I'll mention eventually, in different videos. You'll have to get more suited by just making sure you're more adaptable because if you're not very adaptable, if you're passive, you're not you're not there anymore. I'm just letting you know. That's it. Good day, everyone.